Previously on Resident Evil Revelations.
Looks like somebody's found the Queen Zenobia. You haven't changed a bit.
Satellite targeting.
The time has come, Brian.
Authorization.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
It's like all my worst enemies come back to haunt me.
Let the heavens scorch the earth with justice.
These unilateral solutions of yours will only create a new Veltro, perhaps a dozen of them.
Yes, there's the rub. Men like us can exist thanks to groups like that.
Hey guys, and welcome to part 9 of the Resident Evil Revelations playthrough. On to episode 8, all on the line.
Yeah, because we gotten swept away by some really big fucking waves at the end of the last part.
Yep.
Immediate containment is imperative. Far too much is at stake here.
What is a codec call? Colonel, I've gotten in contact with this crazy guy.
I've got in contact with the head of the BSAA.
Fitting, because Paul Eiding, the voice of O'Brien, is the voice of Colonel Campbell in Metal Gear Solid.
Feel free to cut the bullshit, Morgan. You're playing with fire again.
So, Morgan Lansdale is falling in the umbrella traditional of evidence.
Destroy it.
Yeah, anything that makes him look bad, just to get rid of it.
Twice, Director, or you may regret it.
Ba-doom.
I love how the sound waves are still showing up even though he wasn't talking.
Yeah.
Once we have the truth, your mistake.
It's tiny details like that, like if it was free, because this was originally on the 3DS, you think pass, but here on the console, you think they would update that.
Because these are the exact same FMVs from the 3DS version. Slightly updated for the visual fidelity of modern consoles.
Right, folks, as we saw from the waves, the entire ship is sinking.
Ah, we're going for a swim.
Yep. See, Steve, when was the last time you were on holiday and you ever been to a swimming pool?
A long time, actually.
Have you ever tried holding your breath underwater for at least a minute?
No. This part's really easy to get lost in.
What's this? Magnum ammo case.
I don't know if I picked that up actually in my playthroughs. If not, then
But before
wow,
we continue
well
on,
done.
now don't worry, folks. The music might give the impression that you're under another time limit, but you're not. I'm gonna go up here and explore the communication room up here.
There's always a damn time limit in Resident Evil at some point. Resident Evil 3's, though, is much more serious, the one at the end of the game. After it's revealed that the missile is actually heading towards Raccoon City, if a radar will actually show up in the top right of your screen during gameplay, and if you do not complete the game in time, you're going up in flames with all of Raccoon City for an immediate game over.
Aye.
So you are on a time limit at once you reach a certain point in Resident Evil 3.
Be thankful that despite all that water pouring in, folks, the water technically isn't rising.
For some reason.
Game logic. They want you to explore.
Well, it didn't stop the water rising earlier when we were flooded in the village.
I'm gonna head this way for a bit.
Hope you memorize these areas, folks, because you're going to have to go through all of this shit again in raid mode.
Yep. So we're gonna have to cut our way through the if you remember the bottom of the ship, folks, where it was half flooded, we're gonna have to go to the bottom here and make us swim our way through there.
There's
all
a
the
sea
way.
creeper in this room, though, so watch for it.
No, there's a lot of sea creepers here.
Oh. No, I mean the room you were just in, I think there is a sea creeper at the top of it there.
Yeah. But don't worry, as long as you have pulse grenades, you should be fine.
And the custom parts we saw earlier in the village, you can get them now.
Redfield!
What? It's steroids time.
We can't allow the virus to contaminate the oceans. Jessica and I are heading for the Queen Zenobia. Just hang on. We'll contact you soon. Don't die in there.
But what is odd is that, see, when you get to these these air patches, the sea creepers don't think to drag you under again.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Here they come. There's one right there.
Yeah, and those are the parts we couldn't get earlier.
Yeah. But
And
now
you
we have to
somehow
swim
grabbed them from underneath the,
Yes.
the ledge.
somehow. Hey, I'd rather grab
Like
them
the
from
bars in RE5, if a night's close enough, you can just pick up anyway.
I'd rather grab them safely where I won't get grabbed by the Sea Creeper. Because what happened was, again, if the Sea Creepers grab you while in the water, they try to drown you. If you fail to break free, you will die.
Yeah, they're much more dangerous underwater than they are, like,
On
earlier in
half
the
flooded
build.
sections, yeah. Because they're fast swimmers.
This one's a swimmer. I tried to stay out of the water.
You know that was going to happen when Parker said that line.
And you have to go in anyway.
Yeah, hence the point here. Another thing that will happen is when you're spotted by a Sea Creeper, the camera will pan slightly backwards. That means you're being... It's to give you a view that the Sea Creeper's right behind you.
Are there any monsters in this game that actually attack other monsters, actually?
I don't think so.
Because I do remember... Because I'm trying to think if any of the other games did that. I know Resident Evil 3 actually did it. If in the Mercenaries, like, there's one area where there's, like, 2 Nemesis and some zombies, I believe. I think Nemesis can and will bowl through zombies just to get to you. And I think when the hunters show up in that game the first time, the hunter actually does kill a zombie or something.
Huh.
It's just one of those things that I would like to see more. Kind of like what Doom does, where enemies will fight each other if they damage each other.
Well, they kind of did that in Resident Evil Damnation, where you got
That's
tyrants
CGI,
tyrants versus the Lickers.
Yeah. The Lickers were being controlled by someone in that, though. Monster Hunter World does it as well, actually, with like all these like boss monsters attacking each other. It's kind of crazy. I love that game. Aren't you? We're going swimming again?
I would be really exhausted if I was stuck in here. Do you know what? I would go and say that because I'm an unfit... I'm an unfit bastard. I'll be drowning immediately. Whoa.
Oh!
But watch, there's an ammo case in here somewhere. Yep, I'm going back for it. I'm going back for it.
It's not worth your life, you idiot!
It is if it is a sniper rifle or a magnum.
Again, I think I missed that. It's like, so many ammo cases that I didn't know were there.
And there's another ammo case, illegal custom parts here, or just regular custom parts in one of these elevators, but swim up. Ooh.
Whoa!
Right there, and swim.
Hey dude, you wanna drown? Oh come on, just play with us for a little bit.
And when you get up here, folks, you're safe.
Even though you hear them right under you.
Again, what's stopping them from dragging me down again, back down again?
Chris,
Roid rage incoming!
but the ship is sinking fast.
We're approaching the Queen Zenobia now. Rendezvous with the ship.
I can't climb a ladder while communicating with my partner.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Okay, see you soon. Chris out.
Now we're heading back to the casino hall so we can rendezvous with Mr. Redfield.
No, we're going gambling again.
I think the ship is sinking fast.
The focus should be on the gambling.
Oh boy. There's always going to be a Sea Creeper in this hallway from now on.
By the way, if these things grab you underwater in raid mode, you instantly lose your Trinity bonus, which is complete bullshit.
Well, because they're chewing your legs while they're drowning you.
But even, like, if you break free immediately, like, really, really quickly, you still lose your Trinity, which is stupid.
Well then, now I can finally pick up that rifle ammo I left many chapters ago.
Time to gamble again.
Hear that? There.
Well, well, well. Mr. Veltro himself.
Please take the mask off. It'd be amazing if there was a panda face underneath that.
Meanwhile, a little earlier... Now we're going to play a little mini section from Chris's perspective, folks.
What the hell's happening? I told you to have my battle panda ready.
Hey, Jessica, weren't we on a helicopter?
Wait, what? What happened?
Why did we decide to go by sea?
Was I? No.
Oh jeez.
Was I drinking or something?
Leftover.
And
Did I decide to go by boat?
And here's one of my favorite music pieces playing in here. Ride on Sea.
This is the same track we used in the Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries video.
There's something out there.
Personally proud of that.
Yeah.
Now, what creature we've got here, folks? Parasite tentacles.
Yeah. And it's a turret section.
You can only take so much damage.
Yeah, you save your herbs for when you're really... when you've taken a lot of damage here.
And don't worry folks, the grenades are not like... it's not like one of those where, like the helicopter in RE6 where you can only use the missiles once. The grenades will refill.
Oh, Chris just explained that the satellite's laser fried out all the electronics, so the helicopter wouldn't be able to reach it.
Ah, okay.
Because it's kind of like the chaff grenades in Metal Gear Solid, I would say, where there's an after effect where electronics just do not work. So if you try to use the helicopter, it'd probably just fly out of the air.
Well, there you go. That's how you solve your whole case in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Just throw an
A chaff grenade.
Yeah, fry them. Then they won't be able to move.
But no, we have to be stuck in a fucking chair. A tiny little office. Yeah, it's you're pretty much playing a House of the Dead section here, because if you don't do enough damage to those things, they will
attack.
Damage
they will damage you. If you're wondering where all these parasites are coming from, we'll find that answer out later. But they're in the water. They're outside the Queen Zenobia somehow, which means some of the virus has been leaked.
Yeah, and it caused the waves earlier as well. Was it random? Oh, did you accidentally fire on that?
I've accidentally fired a grenade in the wrong direction. I was trying to get one of those where, when it's throwing those projectiles, that you fire a grenade and then the explosive rays will destroy all of them. I was trying to do that.
Your grenades will replenish, but not immediately.
Yeah, it takes like 5 seconds for them to replenish. As you see down there in the number 2, and there's there. 3.
Wasn't Resident Evil Dead Aim take place on a boat actually at some point?
We don't talk about that.
Oh.
Dead Aim is one of the worst games in the series.
I played through it. It wasn't the worst game, but it's just there. I completed that on like normal and hard. I got the A rank for it actually.
Yeah, no one cares.
I do. Once you get around to this part, you're safe.
I hate that when you look at like tall vehicles like these or a bus and right next to you, you're looking at it up and you think it's got a tip on you.
So Chris, how you getting on board?
I'll use a grapple gun for my batsuit.
My batsuit grapple hook.
Jessica, now's not the time for this.
Great. A cruise, just the two of us. Only the whole thing is sinking.
Friendly BSAA patrons. You stopped.
So we're going to be quiet for a little bit, folks, because this guy reveals some interesting plot questions.
Everything about the Queen Zenobia and the secrets she keeps.
It's like a plot twist.
What secrets?
Consider this. First, why did it take till now to find the Queen Zenobia? How was it able to float around the Mediterranean undetected? It wasn't magic. Second, why did all traces of Veltro vanish after the Terra Grigia panic?
Why don't you tell us, huh?
And third, why is someone trying to use the Regia Solis to destroy the Zenobia? The answer to those questions will lead you to an inconvenient truth. You were to have found it, and that...
Well, that didn't last long. Jessica.
Kind of jumped the gun a bit, don't you think? Literally.
Why did you fire?
To protect our people. Isn't that our job?
Don't you dare.
Take that ridiculous mask
Please
off.
be a panda.
Oh, Raymond. But if it was a panda, why would it be able to talk? Get my utility belt. That's the first. You don't have a utility belt. My God.
No, no, takes your belt. Chris walks over and takes it, just pockets it without saying a word. Because it's bad, Roger Craig's about. I'll hang on to that fact. For the 5 minutes we know him.
Well, not from our perspective, but from Jessica and Parker, I guess.
The ship doesn't have much longer.
We can't let this virus contaminate the sea.
We've already searched the Queen's Cinermis.
Off screen.
So I think I know where this ship's lab is.
Just love how he casually like pushes her off him.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try to find a way to delay the sinking. Jessica, you with me?
Yeah.
Look how disappointed she sounds.
Well, a little friendly partner swapping should keep us on our toes.
Roger.
He's got an Italian accent, right?
Yeah.
You two buy us some time.
I'm almost tempted to do the manic depressed Luigi voice every time I impersonate him.
Anywhere. Underwater. Should slow those things down.
Yeah, we already knew this, Chris.
Also.
Yeah. You can't use these unless you're not moving in the water, by the way.
Aye.
Which is stupid.
But when they stun the sea creepers, they will stun them for a long time.
Yeah, I'm already taken, Jessica. My panda Chad needs me.
And then the reaction Jill gets when she finds out.
It's just the wedding venue is just a battle panda and Chris, and Jill's just like standing there, and Jill's just like staring off from the side, all disgusted.
Now, because Chris is here, we get some new weapons.
Yeah, my roid rage is sure to come in handy.
We get his assault rifle and we get his shotgun. So see, this is why I went out of my way to collect all those custom
many
parts. You're missing out on so many. This is why you go back and be ballsy and kill all those fuckers like in that time trial.
Well, you can't get more ballsy than playing the game on Inferno.
What am I going to take?
Handgun.
Yeah, I'm going to swap my shotgun for the M3. I like it because it's great.
Does this do more damage? No, wait, the M3... Yeah, I just remembered. The M3 doesn't do as much damage in this
But
game.
but it holds more ammo.
It has a faster firing rate as well.
I just personally like the M3. It reminds me of the,
RE5 one?
No, what's the name of this? The riot gun in RE4.
Resident Evil 4, yeah. I mistakenly took the M3 and RE5 because I didn't know if you were wanting it. Because by the time you went, wait, to signal that you wanted the M3, I'd already taken it. I was like, oh, fuck.
That's what I don't like in the... When you play, you can give ammunitions to your friends and all that, but you can't swap weapons.
If you're playing offline with two players, like split screen, you can do that.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not online?
Maybe it's because they're linked. The whole save thing is linked to that account.
No weapons.
Like your weapons upgrade and a link to your save or save profile.
Oh, imagine how amazing it would be if you could swap weapons in Mercenaries. Wesker with Jill's H&K MP5.
Like in a Shea Kitty sequence. Then Chris tosses it to Samurai Edge and Wesker grabs it. Right, so this I'm gonna take the G36, the M3, and stick with my sniper rifle. Here's how the pulse grenade works.
Yeah, you have. I believe you have to stop moving in order to use these.
But they will stun the creepers for, I think, 30 seconds.
Either way, it's more than enough time for you to get away.
So now we're going to have to find a way through the lab to get rid of the virus and not let it contaminate the sea. But I think it's already done that, considering what we had to fight through as Chris.
How are we not infected already, actually?
Plot armor. Rifle ammo. Oh, shit.
That will cause instant death if you don't break free of it, by the way.
Now, I don't know if that's because Jill's got a knife in her pocket, but I believe that knife stab also stuns the sea creepers for a bit.
For a little bit.
Cut through here.
And the key card can be used underwater?
Yep.
What?
It's magic, don't you know?
It's a video game.
Magnum rounds. Give me it. Give me. Give me them. Give me them.
Oh, now you're all happy with the Magnum ammo.
Whoa. That's not creepy at all. I was trying to get by it.
Go up for air here
yep.
as well, because you're highly likely to not make it if you just try and rush ahead.
Aye, because there's another sea creeper in the next.
It's not just that, this next corridor is pretty long, actually.
It's going to be tricky to get by this one, so I'm probably going to take a hit or just throw a pulse grenade. Or it somehow fails.
Oh, fucking, yeah, that's complete bullshit. Yeah, like, there are quite a few failsafes that are not. And how did Chris
magically get in front of me?
Teleportation, yeah. Skippy-doo-doo-bop, yeah.
Follow me. I know the way. Literally.
Oh, it'd be amazing if Roger Smith voiced Knuckles as well.
It's up to you. You know the way.
I know the way. You know the way. Yeah, that was a new feature added to the HD version, so as you just saw it there, you can go through the door after your partner's gone through it.
Aye, the 3DS it would close.
It was fucking stupid, for the record.
Try using this.
Thanks, Key.
Can you imagine if that glitched and didn't give you the key? You'd be fucked.
Yeah. I found this from
a ship that's exactly the same.
No, I found this key. I found this. I learned that this key used to be a trident for the King of Atlantis. Wow, that's a low res door.
Yeah, even more so than the PS4 version because of 1080p.
So now we're in the lab.
Watch out for the ivy plants. Oh wait, we're not playing Resident Evil 2.
Mode.
No, Resident Evil 2. I was talking about the ivies.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how those things are going to look in the remake, actually.
Oh, they're the ones that they could spit poison on you?
Yeah, they could all. I think they could also bite your head off at close range.
Oh, I remember this in the 3DS version, folks. You have to put a fingerprint to unlock these doors, and by that, you literally had to put your finger on the bottom screen to register your fingerprint. So every time you go to a door in these labs, you have to press the touchpad.
Wait, where's that item you just scanned?
It's on the opposite. It's on the other side of this room.
Fucking course.
So it's through here. Handprint, biohazard suits.
Do you get all the handprints actually?
I don't think so. I think I miss a few. I try to get as many as I
hilarious
can.
If you actually get all of them but one, because you do get something else, I believe, if you get all 30, aside from a trophy.
Aye, I think so. But again, I try and go as many as I can. Right, we're going to get introduced into a new type of BOW while we're being scanned.
Scarmaglions, they're called.
Now sterilizing. Please wait.
Sterilizing for what?
It's just basically decontamination.
What the?
Well, even Chris is already aware, but Joe's like, I've had this many times before. Here we go, folks, as the lights go down. Here he is, the Scarmaglion. Scarmaglion.
It's a pretty long name, actually.
But this is a humanoid creature with shark DNA.
And that long arm it has, it can and will reach out towards you with it and stab you.
Basically, it's a sword and shield fighting enemy.
I'm surprised that the charge attack is actually really easy to dodge. As soon as it gets close to you.
It depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a shark infected creature of the T-Bus. So you go from shark to this. Okay. But be careful, folks. He does trick you when you're trying to move his head or legs. He moves his shield up and down. But later he will split in half, either his bottom half only or his top half.
There's a trophy if you manage to defeat it without splitting it in half. You can use the rocket to do that actually, or shot grenades. But the shield is impervious to all damage. Even magnum rounds will not go through it.
And somehow he has an electrified spine.
If that runs into you, it will electrocute you and
stun lock you.
And yeah, raid mode more so when it's the tiny ones. I hate that. The Scarmaglions are incredibly weak to shot grenades.
Mr. Redfield, you have a Genesis scanner as well. Why didn't you scan this for me?
I love how Chris didn't get any of those things in his room.
Yep. Oh, what's this? The Lightning Hawk.
Yay! Returning from RE5.
Which personally I'm not going to use.
I think if you do pick it up and put it back down,
it will be in my iron box, but I don't use the Lightning Hawk. I'm just sticking with the Python as my main magnum.
Fish.
They better not fucking mutate.
I hope they do. Then I get to see how scared you'd be.
Oh, you think that's scary when you... Think of the fear I get when I play Rainbow and it's a giant fucking fish.
Now, this part, coming up here, as soon as you get out of the left, on Inferno, will have shit tons of enemies, including explosive oozes. It's ridiculous. And the elevator, I believe it's the elevator we've just gone into right now. There's a Scarmaglion in there on Inferno, already charging towards you, which is bullshit.
Jesus Christ.
I died from it once, actually.
Good point. I hope we can find out what the hell's going on.
Yes, folks, as you can see, there's the same corpses is that we found in the beach at the very beginning of the game. Big shiny, big shiny door. I wonder if this is the lab entrance. Let me go in. It's a chocolate factory.
Virus is somewhere in this research area.
So this is the secret of Zenobia.
Hey, can you imagine if in order to get in view you had to speak Parselton?
Don't worry, just leave it to Ron. He'll figure it out eventually.
There she is, the TBS virus. And yeah, that's the end of the episode. So now that we found out where the TBS is actually being manufactured, we'll find out how to get rid of it in the next part.